He just needs to find the right beat.
Are we rolling?
He was going.
I'm rolling.
Going nuts.
Camera's rolling. Audio's rolling.
I'm rolling.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Goodstock Show. Tonight we have a very guest special, Mr. Gemini Gabe in the building.
Hey, thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me, gents.
Over to my left, we have DJ Chrissy co-hosting for the night.
Yes, sir.
I am fumbling over my words
That's
already.
all right.
We got Mayor Mark behind the sticks. We got Will behind the sticks. Gabe, I think you make me nervous. I'm fumbling over my words right away.
You're doing a great job.
My Jewish Gemini brother.
Jews.
Catholic.
No, thank you for having me on the show. I'm honored.
It's been a long time coming.
I have been waiting for this moment. I said the same thing with Franjez, but seriously, like any type of opportunity like this, take advantage.
100%.
So thank you.
We're glad to have you in.
Yeah.
Called him backup from DJ Chrissy.
Yeah.
He was like, I gotta be on Gabe's podcast.
Let's go. You had to be.
Because we fuck with you, you know? We watched you like come in from the beginning
You
until
did. I had the
to where you're at now.
No beard.
Yeah. Talk about that evolution a little bit. Like when you first came in here to make music to where you're at now.
It's been a cycle. When I was in high school, it was just the short hair. It was very like military-esque, like just high fade. Then I went to college. I started to grow it out a little more. Like as I went on, I had the beard, and I looked too much like Jack Harlow, so I had to switch it up a little bit. So I shaved, still had the fro, and I just never got a haircut. I was such a Jew, I didn't want to spend money on it. But finally, we started to make money. We cleaned up a little bit, and girls just like the beard better. So I just
You
like
got a
to rock it.
sophisticated look.
Thank you. I think I feel good about my look right now.
Yeah.
So the fro, I looked at pictures back like a few months ago and I had it. I'm like, this isn't it.
How old are you?
23.
I was gonna say, did it feel like a transition in terms of like, or maybe like a growth, like that fro game?
Yeah. I don't know. I just liked it just because like I like my curls, but I don't know. I look back at pictures. I'm like, what the fuck was I doing?
Yeah.
Shit, it was not good.
So I guess I think what you're trying to ask is like, has the physical transformation like shifted who you are now a little bit? Like,
oh, I changed with who I like. Yeah.
Yeah.
I look in the mirror. I'm like, this is who I am today. And then just from there, I have like different phases and stuff. So
I was wondering how much that influences. You know, we haven't got into it yet, but the Gemini Gabe.
oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
like,
it feels like you're going in a more mature direction these days. I'll get into more of your music, but
yeah. My music is so different. I mean, I don't know if you heard my latest song, Baseball Bat. I don't know about mature. I know Mayor Mark is listening to that.
You're like, you're still fucking around.
I'm still fucking around. I'm still But I do make like it's always back and forth. Like my newest song that I just made with Chris Schemes, shout out the Schemes. We did that, and that's gonna release next month. And that's like more like serious, like focused. Like, all right, this is cool. This is cool. So different vibes the entire time. Just whatever I'm feeling. That's it. Yep.
Chris, what's your favorite one of Gabe's songs?
Oh man.
I think I know the answer.
Yeah, you do know the answer.
I do.
But there's another one that I don't think you released that I liked a lot. And I don't remember the name of it, but it was good.
What it sound like?
Kind of, you were on some sad boy shit.
Really?
Oh, it was probably the one that you performed. That's
somebody else.
Somebody else.
No. When we recorded here one time, me and you, it was
Drinking About You?
Oh.
maybe no. I don't know. How does that go?
One day I love
That one. I like that one a lot.
I cannot coffee because I just want to fuck you.
Yes, that one.
Yeah, that one I had made in college with one of my friends, Gerald. It was just for fun, and it was one of the most real songs because we were just drunk one night.
That's why I liked it, man. It was realistic.
We made it in one night, and that was. But the thing is, though, I do need to re-record that song for sure.
You should re-record that song.
For sure. You gave me that idea. I'll get that done.
Did you release it?
No. It's on SoundCloud. I just post like whatever I have not released on SoundCloud.
We recorded like half of it, and then it just kind of like fell off.
Well, the thing is, though, when I come to Stockroom, I'm always just fucking amped. Yeah. Like, I'm just hyped up. I can't perform a song like that here.
That effect on people.
Yeah, like I come in and I see Josh, and I'm just fucking... I'm on shit. I'm feeling good.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, I have to be like in the... Like when if I'm chilling here for a while, maybe Josh leaves, it was just me and Schemes. I was able to record a song that was more serious.
So what?
You just give me two good vibes. I'm just too like stimulated
to be sad boy.
Yeah,
be a sad boy. I commend the sad boy. I'm all about it. Yeah. Whatever the art brings you. Gabe.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about your recent travels to India. Oh. What you took away from that. How was your trip? Some wild stories.
I was actually going to wear my outfit that I had worn tonight.
That would have been amazing.
Should I have done that?
That would have been amazing.
I kind of like my fit right now. It was fucking wild. Like, it was nuts. People have such a bad perception of India because of social media and those videos of street food. It was so different. Like, there's parts of that are true. Like, there is trash everywhere, and there's like gross
cow shit, horse shit.
There's cows everywhere. There's cows shitting all over the street, and
does it smell like cow shit?
Honestly, it didn't smell that bad there.
Where were you? Were you in like
I went
Bang
all over
Bang,
India.
or were you in like the nice
all
part?
over,
Yeah,
all over. So I would say when I was in Delhi, which is the capital, the pollution was crazy. Like, I was inhaling cigarette smoke every breath.
Wow.
Yeah.
What kind of cigarettes do they smoke in India?
Cow shit and
Yeah.
If you watch the Nelk Boy video, that was pretty funny. They made Salim smoke cow
shit.
Yeah,
the elephant shit. I saw that. And he was like, "This is good. No, this is weird."
He's like, "This is the best weed I ever had." They rolled a joint of elephant shit.
No way.
Yeah, and I don't think they told him. And then he probably watched the video.
Yeah, that was a good video.
Sucks. Yeah, that's bad. But
I saw the part of India they were in that video. From the majority of the video, they were in like nice parts of India.
They were in nice parts. No,
but then they hit the slums, and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, it's bad. Well, what I would say is, I only had 2 instances of like bad BO that someone passed me with. That was it. So it didn't smell that bad.
I mean, it reminded me of the Philippines. Kind of like the Philippines. It's you go down the street, you're in this beautiful city that looks amazing, and then you go the other way down the street and you're in just straight slums, and you're like, there's no way that this is 5 minutes down the road.
That's what it is about like some of these countries that we don't realize here in the States. Like the difference, it'll be like a Gates difference. Yeah. Like one street over of the slums versus like nice.
Nah, I might be bugging, but like, is it like how different is it from just like Brooklyn?
It's like
my experience in Brooklyn.
Opposite sides of the spectrum here, like crazy. No, it was so different.
Comparing India to Brooklyn, that's wild.
Just in terms of like.
No, I get what Will's saying. I get what Will's saying.
You're in like a gentrified
hood.
Whatever, you take a step to the left, you're in a hood.
Yeah, but even the hood over here does not even compare to the slums of India.
The slums of India. Like, I actually did go to a park that was like kind of slummy. It was like it was this laundromat company, but they were outside and they do it all by hand. Mm-hmm. It's just. The kids were flying kites, and it was just they were like showering outside. Like, it was just very
Slumdog Millionaire.
When you look at it, it's like, okay, why are we touring this?
Dude, believe it or not, like my dad came from like the slums like that in Israel.
Yeah, in Israel.
Him and 9 siblings lived under one roof, like in the slums.
Yeah,
under one like room. I meant. It's pretty crazy. I got a lot of stories about the slums. But you can. I think the point I'm trying to make with that is you could, growing up in the slums, you can easily become like a fucking hoodlum and like a troubled kid. And
become a product of your environment.
Yeah, dude. My dad and his whole family are just like they're great people. That's awesome. They made it out.
Yeah, if you know that you can get out of that situation, you can absolutely make it happen. I mean, look at like a lot of famous people. They tell these stories where they're at the bottom.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately at the bottom.
It takes a different kind of strength.
Sounds like JT to me.
I feel like a lot of these
sounds like
also caps.
The hood is the hood. When you're broke, it don't matter where the fuck you are. It's a struggle.
Like, you're just saying like,
when you're broke, it's a
struggle. Water or something like that's the only difference.
When you're
Brooklyn, India,
from like the slums in the U.S.
there's places in Florida that are fucking like in Jacksonville. That shit is like
so. Mumbai in India was kind of like California, Florida type.
Yeah,
it was nice.
Palm trees.
It's like progressive.
What do you have like a spiritual like awakening over there, or was there like a spiritual calling that brought you out to India?
No, so the school I graduated from, SUNY Cortland, they were offering like an alumni trip. So I saw it, was like, when would I ever go to India? So I went. And I think that it was definitely God's plan to get me there, for sure. But I didn't really have a spiritual awakening there. I did do some very spiritual things. I said before that I went to this place called Isha Yoga, which is, if you've heard of Sadhguru.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool guy. Haven't met him though. Cool guy though. He has this whole spiritual retreat, and I took this really cold bath in this giant building. It was, I can't really describe it.
Over there?
It seemed like a baptism, but it wasn't. I just had this towel, like my capuchon, and like
Nice.
You had to go in the water and you had to like
schmeckle, your little schmeckle. Your schmeck was showing.
Cold water, that shit disappeared.
The schmeck was popping out.
Yeah, the schmeck was popping. Yeah, I had to like, we were like praying this to this statue, and I asked the tour guide what the statue was, and if you know Lord Shiva, which is one of the Hindu gods, it was like his penis. So we were like praying to his penis.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was just fucking.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was nuts, but it was cool.
How were the?
I don't have a sound effect for that.
You gotta find one.
Just throw a rainbow flag up.
No, I love women. But
speaking of women, did you like the? I know I've heard from Frangezi's podcast. I've heard from podcasts. You like Latino women.
I do.
What about the Indian women? How are the Indian women?
I did try to find an Indian princess, but
I'm trying to find a girl to pray to your dick.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Only the guys do that there, or what?
I tried. Well, I couldn't. So, tourism brings a lot of money to the country. So the locals couldn't really speak to us. It was weird. Like the cops would like shoo them away because we bring a lot of money to the country. I mean, everything was so cheap there, so cheap.
I get that.
So we couldn't do that. But to bring back to the point of women, I couldn't really speak to. I didn't go to the clubs at all. Like there was nothing like that. So it was very guided. Like
you
they
did
made
like
us
touristy stuff.
Exactly.
Okay.
They made us do that, and we could not leave their site because they had to make sure, because we bring a lot of money to them, and if there's something to happen, if there's something were to happen in India,
it would ruin it for everybody.
It would.
Speaking of spiritual awakenings, have you ever had a spiritual awakening? And if so, describe it. In your life, not in India necessarily.
I've taken shrooms before. I think those are my closest spiritual awakenings. I have been, every morning I've been making my bed praying to God. And it's been, I said this on Frangezi's podcast, my life has been so great lately. And I owe a lot of it to God and what I've been praying to Him. I think that it's been making me feel just so good on the inside and just so good about my life. I could not be more happy inside. And I say that with like full confidence.
Gratitude is a true superpower.
Yeah.
Like just waking up and saying, thank you, God, for another 24.
Yeah. Like, thank you for letting me wake up.
Thank you for another 24.
Yeah.
And don't even ask for anything. Just thank you for this earth, for this life.
Spot on.
For where I'm at.
Yeah.
For all of us. My friends. Yeah. Family.
It's changed my life, to be honest. And I didn't do this before. Every time I pray to God, it wouldn't be praying. I'd be begging like to help me fix my life. Like I would ask for help. And I made this like, who would want, would you want someone calling you up every time they just wanted to rant? No. Like you need to have a conversation, be grateful for him listening.
That's what the whole Jelly Roll song is about. I need a favor. That entire song is about what you just said. You should listen to it.
Maybe I actually never heard that. It's just Jelly Roll.
He talks about how he felt bad that the only time he ever spoke to God is when he needed a favor.
And that's exactly what I was doing. And I noticed it, and it was selfish. So now it's like every time I wake up, I'm like, thank you for letting me wake up today.
Right on. Yeah. Speaking of Jelly Roll, he just won Artist of the Year at 40 years old.
Really?
Like 39, 40 years old. Was that new Artist of the Year?
Was that
That's
like
special.
Or something?
That was
last year.
Yeah.
Oh.
But that just shows there's no age to this. Like, he won new artist. There's something poetic about that, winning new artist of the year at 40 years old.
That's wild. It's really never. Or I mean, sometimes I think that like I'm too late.
Nah,
and
bro.
I'm getting started too late.
There's no age with music. Like, if you got the persona, the aura,
especially now with the internet, there's so many different people from so many different ages.
Look at those two, the British dudes, Bass and P. You ever see them guys?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
They're fucking old guys, like old men. They rap like.
I've seen that.
They're nasty.
No, I have seen that. They're dope.
They're touring right now. The guy's a Kane. He's touring.
Oh my.
Yeah, bro.
They're vicious.
If you just work hard and stay consistent,
There's no age to this. There is no age. That's why I feel like I'm truly just getting started because I'm locked in now, dialed in.
Yeah, locked in.
And that leads me to my next question.
Yes.
How do you balance? Because I know you are. We
got stuff going on.
You got a pretty cool role that you do outside of the music and creativity.
Yes.
Like, you got a good job. How do you balance everything?
It's not easy. It takes a lot of energy, time management. There's ways that you can balance your energy, especially in a role. So I'm in sales and I'm pretty good at it. So I ended up getting promoted to be a district manager. I'm at a solar company and I have to run an office of just, right now it's 15 to 20 people, just from 18 years old to even like 65. And I'm just this 23-year-old kid just like running an office. So it's nuts, and there's a lot of things that I need to do to facilitate.
Do they respect you? Like, what do the older people respect you as a 23-year-old telling them what to do?
Like I'm only there to help them, but also if they're not doing well, like I'm on your ass.
How do you do it? Like, let's role play.
Yeah. So
let's role play for a second.
Yeah. So let's say you're just not hitting your numbers.
46-year-old Richard.
Okay.
And I'm not meeting my quota. I'm like just not
Dick for short.
Dick. I'm 46-year-old Dick.
Okay, what's going on, Richard?
Hey,
it's Dick.
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 His name is Dick.
Okay, Dick. How you doing?
I mean, calling, not getting everybody, but it is what it is. I just
How's life outside of work?
It's kind of personal. I don't really want to talk about that.
His cat just died last week.
Oh, your cat died?
Sharon, I didn't ask you to share that information.
I got you. So your cat died. So how do you think you're doing this month?
In regards to sales or personally?
Yeah, just both.
I'm doing. I wish I could make some more sales. Honestly, I'm not fully there yet. Like.
Okay.
It's because of the death of the cat.
You know
Sharon.
I'm so sorry to hear about the cat. I mean, I lost my dog before. It's not easy.
Orange
it's not
tabby.
Easy, man.
Orange tabby.
So Dick, I applaud you.
Thank you.
One thing I would say though, I'm looking out for you. I want to catch you before you fall. You're not doing so well this month, and the quotas we have to hit for job security. Like, I don't want to have to see us part ways. So what I would say, leave life outside of work. Just get it done. When you go home, you can handle it. Sounds good? All right, Dick. Have a great day.
That was good.
Yeah. I mean, it's not about.
What if they hit you back though with like?
Yeah.
I need this. I got mortgage to pay.
Yeah.
I can't.
Look, as I said when I interviewed you, what you put into this job is what you're going to get out. So if you're going to let outside distractions get to you, maybe this isn't your thing.
What if he's trying his Aldo? What if he's just giving it everything he's got, but he's just not saying?
Yeah, what if he's simply, Dick is just not good, and he's like, he thinks he's doing well.
Yeah, so we'll come with a plan to improve you. Here's what I'll do. I'll put you with my top reps, see how they do it, get advice from them. You're going to stay after for extra help, and I'm also going to sit with you and go over your pitch.
Have you fired anybody yet?
Yep.
How did that go? Let's role play that.
When I got promoted, I had to fire half the team.
Let's role play that. All right.
Okay.
Really,
He's like,
I just had fucking 8 hours of work.
I'm Sharon. 50-year-old MILF.
Sharon, 50-year-old MILF. Okay.
Big tits.
Sharon.
Anyway.
Looking sexy today.
That's inappropriate for the office.
HR.
That's inappropriate.
So now I'm just breaking your balls, Sharon.
I don't have any balls.
So Sharon, I know you don't have balls, but I did want to ask, how's life doing? Is everything good?
Life's great. Love this place. This is the best job I've ever had.
Got you. Well, look, how are you doing this month?
I feel like I'm doing great. I mean, I'm going out there. I'm just, spearheading the operation.
Okay, you think you're doing great?
What What do you mean? I think I know I'm doing great.
Okay. Well, have you seen your numbers this month?
Yeah.
Okay. And you think that's great?
I think it's better than Dick's over in Cubicle 3. You see that guy's numbers?
Yeah.
Sucks.
Hey, well, look. Do you know why I brought you in here today?
No.
Okay.
I'm doing a good job.
Fuck you, Sharon. No, Sharon.
Wow.
You have been doing garbage. So, with that being said, we're gonna part ways. Have a great day.
Well, I'm gonna sue you.
Sue me?
Wrongful termination. Dick's numbers are way lower than mine.
Dicks?
This is bullshit.
Dicks?
So why don't you go back to India and pray to a dick?
Yo, worry about yourself. Worry about yourself, Sharon. Get the fuck out of my office.
Fine.
All right, that went very well.
Scene. That was good.
Yeah, that went very well. I guess that's how it's done, guys. That's how you fire people.
Yeah.
No, but more seriously, like, how did you develop all of that kind of like that practice or that?
You got to throw yourself into it. So when I came in, people weren't hitting their numbers, so I had to do this, and it was unfortunate. I don't like doing that, and I don't like having, because some of the people I didn't even know really. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, hey, look, like, do you know why I'm calling you today? So unfortunately, we have numbers to hit at this job, and you didn't hit it, so we will have to part ways.
Damn.
What I would say is, maybe this wasn't a good fit for you in the long run. Like, maybe there's something that you could do you're going to be much better at. I just don't think this is going to be a good fit. So, with that being said, we'll part ways, but I'll put you on suspension without pay. Any questions, just feel free to reach out to HR.
Mm. Dude, that's
the real response.
That takes some balls to do shit like that. Like,
yeah,
for real.
That's what I'm saying.
It's wild.
It's a business. Like, you just got to bring yourself to a level where you have no emotion.
That's what I was gonna say. They must make you a little cold-blooded. Like, they must.
Yeah, I mean, it's just business. Like, one guy like low key like quit on me today, and you just gotta be like, okay, well, hey, I wish you the best of luck. Mm-hmm. And even though I liked him, like, he was a cool guy, but it's business. Like, it's.
What do you mean low key quit? Like, he like just dry quit? Like,
no, it's just he just
Like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, that's all.
What did you want to be when you were a kid?
I just want him to be just that guy.
What does that mean? That guy? That guy that people look up to?
I think the main one was, I was always into like PewDiePie and the YouTubers and stuff. So I always wanted to be like one of those, not like a YouTuber, but just a known presence. And one of my goals is I want to be a household name. Like, I want Gemini Gabe to be a household name. So we're going to work on that.
Let me ask you the next question. Yeah. How do you plan on doing that? Do you have a blueprint, a plan?
All over the place. No, I just let God do his thing. I mean, I need to step in a little more, but... God
will meet you in the middle. He's not going to...
Yeah, I'm not just going to sit here. Like, I've been active recently, which is good, but I could definitely do more. There is a path. I'm going to figure it out. It's pre-planned for me, and it'll go its way.
Absolutely.
Being here is a great step. So
you have an aura that is to be like, it's a force to be reckoned with. It is, and you're creative as hell. You got the personality. You got the energy.
Thank you.
You got good art. You got good music.
Yeah.
The ideas, because I feel like I'm talking to like a younger version of myself a little bit. Like me and you, we're kind of
And you're like above me right now. That's
I know. Yeah. We're both Jewish, both Geminis. No. It's like those ideas that you have, because I've heard a lot of them, you spew out, and you're just like, yeah, I had this idea for a back it up music video.
Yeah.
Like, just fucking take action on them.
I know. I just gotta do it.
Just like Shia LaBeouf said.
We gotta talk after.
Do it. Just take the little steps.
Yeah.
Making your bed in the morning.
Yeah.
Win.
Make bed. Yep.
Win.
Yep. Start the
cold plunges. Win.
Yep. Big cold plunge guy.
What, a gallon of water a day?
The ghost of James Gatsby, just like
the ghost of Gatsby. Wait. Josh was on a fucking.
The ghost of Gatsby.
Yo, Josh was on his shit right there. That was.
Win. Keep winning. You know what? People have their expectations and dreams too high. Set your expectations lower.
Yeah.
And win the little wins.
You heard it here first, guys. Lower your expectations.
It's true though. Like, you gotta.
True.
You could still have the big vision and whatnot, but like, do the stuff that matters, the little wins.
I have something to say. I was listening to a podcast today. I've listened to this guy, the Ed Milet Show, on the way to work. He's a spiritual guy. He just preaches really good habits, stuff like that. he had an episode that came out, I think it was today or yesterday, I don't know, but it was new, and he was talking about, I kind of lost my train of thought, but anyways, he just preaches, and he was talking about how you need, the like people at the top and like very successful people, they take those small steps. They're not saying like, all right, this is it, right, and I'm going for that immediately. Like you need to be coachable, you need to learn, you need to be able to like have those small wins, those steps to be able to get to where.
I think on top of that, you need to be able to see what you're doing as progress while you're doing those baby steps. Because a lot of people, they say they're trying and they have these big dreams to do something, and then the minute that they don't see the results that they want, they're pissed. And they give up. And that's just the most ridiculous.
You got to tune the results out almost.
Exactly. Absolutely, and I've been
enjoy the process
as well.
It's rough. It sucks. It's a shitty feeling.
You just got to keep failing over and over again.
And swallow your pride. If it was easy,
everybody would do
it.
Swallow your pride. Check your ego at the door.
Absolutely. For a while, I would be embarrassed about Back It Up and songs I've made.
Well, you got to embrace that shit.
Exactly, and that's how I've been feeling. I mean, baseball bat was definitely one of the biggest steps.
People can laugh all they want, but they're not there. They're not doing it. They're not going to get anything from it. Because if you make a song that's stupid, but it's funny, and it blows up...
Yeah.
Bro, Ice Spice is a million.
You know what I mean? Money is green.
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter if 10 people are laughing at you, because guess what? Now you're richer, and they're still in the crowd spending money to come see you do some stupid shit on stage. So who's really winning here, though?
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying.
You know, I don't think we're talking about you specifically.
No, I'm not talking about
I'm saying... Yeah.
People, like, everyone's going to have their own opinion about something, but you should never let that change your movements or your vision or the way that you attack things and the way that you feel about your own work, because 10 people that don't like your stuff, there's going to be 10 more people that do like it.
Yep.
There's going to be 5 people that don't laugh at your jokes. There's going to be 15 that laugh at your jokes. It's all...
Or even like a flop. Like, we had a open mic here that was we had a couple that was a flop.
The flop?
Like, just like not a lot of people showed up, and you just... Like, you can't be scared of that. You turn it, you make the best out of it. You share the energy with the people that are here, and you just move forward and double down and do another one bigger and better.
Yeah.
That's it. Yo, have you seen The Disaster Artist?
I have.
Tommy Wiseau? You know about Tommy Wiseau?
I do.
That's a wild story.
Yeah. The shit-ass movie, but it was hilarious.
Yeah.
How bad
it became
it was.
A cult classic. And he
was
just so delusional.
Yeah.
But
literally thought of it.
He put together a whole production, millions of dollars, like a $6 million budget. He had unlimited money. And everyone was just like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah.
And he got real actors, real directors,
he was so
producers.
Serious. And he was the worst actor.
Marketing team. Oh, he was the worst actor of all
bad.
time. But
I did not.
I did not. Yeah.
I did not.
Oh, hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark. Love that.
That James Franco did a great job.
Oh my God, so good. And they showed it like back to back with it.
Yeah.
Of course, James Franco would be in it. Like,
dude, James Franco did a phenomenal job.
No, it was like back to, they showed the clips, end of the movie of just like the actual movie and then Disaster Artist, and it was like almost like spot on.
Crazy.
A lot good actors in that for sure. Zac Efron was there too. Yep. He was the gun.
Wow. Sounds like an expensive cast.
It was, and Seth Rogen as well.
Seth Rogen was the director, and a lot of other people.
Yeah.
What would you take?
You can't have Franco without Rogen.
Yeah.
Or back in the day.
That's back in the day.
Yeah,
Pineapple Express.
The golden days.
Can't have Rogen without Franco.
Yeah.
Self-development. Mental
that is
improvement.
Yeah, that
mental health.
That has been my bread and butter recently.
How?
First, the cold plunges. Shout out my friend Mike Borelli. He's been putting me on the cold plunges. I've been doing that. I try to do it like 3 times a week. Just enough to just, whenever I'm not feeling as energetic, I try to do it. It boosts your dopamine by just a crazy amount. I don't know the exact percentage. I think it's over 200%.
Yeah.
But unreal. Eating good. I've been meal prepping for months. I've been doing it probably for a year now. It's been saving money. #Jew. And also, like, I'm making, like, Chipotle bowls. I had that today. Homemade guac. Yeah.
It just feels better when you're doing better stuff for you.
Exactly. Eating good. Cold plunges. Work is going well. And music is going well, too. And just side hustle. Like, I said I was working on a book as well. I haven't really picked it up in a little bit. But there's things that are happening. in Gemini Gabe's life.
How do you
What's
deal?
the book about? I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I have 2 books that I had started and have made a good progression on it. The first one I was writing a self-help book on confidence. Okay. It's called Confidence King.
I feel like that fits you.
Yeah, that's a
It does.
dude. That's a
so I apply exactly. I apply.
I'll sell it here.
Yeah. Hey. Then maybe I need to finish it up. I have strategies that I use not only at my job like sales. I use sales strategies, apply it to real life. So I have this one strategy that actually I got from my brother, and he's not he's a confident guy, but I think I'm more confident. Sorry, Steve. Basically, it's like when you see a girl you like, you're at the club, take a breath, say 3, 2, 1, and just go. Don't even think about it.
I used to say that.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
Yep. And
you got that from a movie.
I don't know.
Because I took that from a movie. That's a good...
Subconsciously? Yeah, you just got to just count down.
No, you count. You just count. If you see a girl...
Don't even think about it.
I used to tell my friends the same thing. Like, you're like thinking about seeing this girl and you're just like, 1, 2, 3. All right.
Yeah. I was, I go to Brazen Fox a lot, and I see a girl at the bar, and this is a real story. I saw this girl. She was smoking hot. And I was just like, I got to do this. I have to do this. So like, 3, 2, 1, I just go. And I probably made a fool of myself, but she likes me.
What do you think? Do you think of a line, or you're just like, I
think I was drunk, so I said, I was like, I had to come talk to you. I was just stupid. Like, I was like, I had to come talk to you. I had to.
Yeah,
and then she was laughing though. She was fucking with me. But anyways, yeah, you just got to do it. So I wanted to just give all my strategies in a self-help book called Confidence King. And yeah, just letting them hang. Just doing your thing.
Letting those Hebrew balls just hang, yeah.
Yes. So that was the first one. The second one was more of like a fiction type story. It was like, I was just really like, I had a dream about it. It involves the afterlife, and it's kind of a long synopsis, but it was cool. It's just having to do with the afterlife, and there's a whole situation where a tech company makes these cryo chambers that basically put you in like a Matrix style afterlife right before your time of demise or when you die.
So extends your life.
So yeah, so basically until I guess the cure for death is found, they just have in this cryo chamber in this Matrix. So it's basically avoiding death. And there's a whole just huge uproar about how like fuck that, like you need to stop playing God, and there's a whole like even some religions become like terrorist organizations. Like they're trying to blow up these, I call them sleep cemeteries, where they're like in the cryo chambers in like a warehouse. They try to blow them up and stuff. So it's cool. That's in the making.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It's like more, it's not so much in the dream space, but more on like how the world's reacting to the fact.
Exactly. It's not the dream space at all.
Yeah.
It's just more so like people have the option to do it. So one of the log lines was the dad in the story announces to his family, he's like, I'm going to do it. Like, I'm going to get this done. And they're like, what? Like, you're a devout Catholic, or you decide to do this? Like, what? That doesn't make any sense.
That's a smart approach.
Yeah, and then there's another. It's like the start of the story where there's this kid and he's diagnosed with cancer, and he's like about to die, and his parents are just like really upset, and the CEO of the company comes to them and it's like, hey, I have a solution to give your kid the life that he would want. And that's gonna be like where it comes in.
Those are good ways to like give people entry points into like this bigger,
absolutely,
more dynamic.
Yeah. So that's also in the making, and there's a lot of ideas. I mean, I've been just whatever I'm feeling, I just do.
Yeah, dude, you're an interesting guy.
Thank you. The biggest problem is I just can't finish shit.
Dude, I hear you to the T, brother.
Yeah.
I created a board game last night.
No way.
Not last night, like last week. Just
board game?
made a whole board game.
I want to hear about that, but like, what do you, before we get to the board game?
No, I'm not going to explain the board game.
I want to play this board game.
We're similar, man.
Yeah, we are.
Create stuff.
Yeah,
what do you think is like holding you back from that?
It's because I just have so many ideas, and I just can't
I have a diagnosis
stick to one and just finish it. Like there's so many.
That was my diagnosis. ADD. But use the ADD as a superpower.
I don't know. I don't think I have like ADHD.
Shout out to Rocky. This is ADD. This is
the TikTok generation.
No, that really is.
No, I don't think there's like anything wrong with me. It's just I don't know.
ADD is not a wrong thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
ADD is a
I'm not saying you have Down syndrome. I'm saying.
I think more people are getting it than ever before too.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Speaking of Down syndrome, though, I want to drink this, not to become.
that was a quick segue.
It affects your abilities to compartmentalize things.
Exactly.
And I have the same problem, dude. I start a bunch of shit, and then I can never finish it. And then I'll be hanging around 3 months later, and I find some shit, and I was like, oh, man, that had potential.
Yeah.
And then you start, and then you do the same shit. It's in a never-ending loop of starting shit and not finishing it.
Are you able to pick it back up, though?
Yeah, I mean...
like 2 years later,
difficult
maybe.
because...
Literally.
When you're hyper creative, you get these like influxes of creativity, and you start doing something really fast, and then it burns out, and that fire dies, and then you can't find it again when you go back to it.
Happens all the time.
But you know what I've noticed? Don't try to what I've learned to do it with myself is when it dies out, don't try to force it back.
Nope.
Go for a walk and breathe and meditate, or go play basketball or squash.
Yeah.
Like. Just don't try to force it. Be like, where did my motivation go?
And that's why I don't like, especially with songs. I do not finish songs for that reason. Like if I don't finish it that night, I'm like, oh, I can't. So a lot of times I'd have to combine old lyrics that I have and just put it in the song. Sometimes it doesn't really make sense if you're listening. But other than that, though, I've even taken ways to try to get into that mindset again. Like I've smoked and like try to get into that. Now I don't smoke at all. But it's like I wanted to do it just to get in that headspace to be able to finish it. It's creativity, you know.
It's this when those spurts come, you gotta like ride that wave.
You do have to ride it.
You ride that wave of that spurt.
As far as you can go.
Yeah, and then you get unmotivated for a little bit.
Or you enlist help.
That's like outsource?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Being
if you
here,
can like get into a place where you can like hand it off to someone.
Being in this room is definitely. It's locking me in right now.
Nice.
It's always a good vibe when you come to the studio. Whenever you book a session or you're coming to an open mic or something, it's like, yeah, Gabe's here. I try to get here. I try to,
I do see that you try to get here.
We just had that situation with St. Park a couple weeks ago. He was in here working on a song, and then he was showing me music on his laptop, and he played me this other song, and I was like, dude, like...
A lot of unfinished.
What the fuck? Like, this one was a great song. Why? And he was like, oh, yeah, I just never got to it or whatever. And then he couldn't find, like, a hook or whatever, so he sat there and we made a hook. And we had 4 people in the room spitballing ideas for him to find something that he liked and then put it into the song, and he did.
That's how it is. And Mike's a good guy. Mike's a good guy.
Shout out to Michael St. Park.
Mike St. Park.
Yeah, Mike's cool.
Heard that fucking air horn from here. Jesus Christ.
What do you got in your hand over there?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Josh, because right now at the Goodstock shop, they have their green alchemy shots that I wanted to take on this podcast.
Yeah.
I had to save it. So what's in here, Josh?
We got Shilajit. We got Mulane, however you pronounce it. Chlorophyll. Lion's mane. Matcha tea.
Mane.
And
There's mushrooms in here?
Yeah. That should like expand your brain.
Wow.
You know, it actually like speeds up your brain cells.
Well,
if you drink one of the big ones, which it comes in this size of it, every day, you'll look in the mirror and you'll be like, wow, when did I become a Greek god?
What do you mean? I want to be
like,
a Greek
what
god.
I'm trying to say is you won't recognize yourself. Like, you're going to be like, holy shit, my skin is great. I'm glowing. I got aura. That, this stuff is really good for you.
This sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Why?
I woke up. I had bags under my eyes. I'm bleeding.
That's funny. Oh, interesting taste. Whoa.
You need it to be cold.
Oh.
Yeah, that's probably the Shilajit that you're tasting. Shilajit will put some hair on your chest. Shilajit. It's from the Himalayan mountains. It's a black resin that contains like 180 trace minerals. Yeah. It's gross.
I like it.
Looks like Vegemite. You ever see Vegemite?
I have, but I've never. I don't know.
It looks like that.
That's nasty.
Yeah. Not a big
Vegemite.
Very salty. Very salty.
Oh, I feel something here.
Yeah, it'll wake you up. It'll get your heart beating.
Oh, I'm active right now.
Gabe, talk to me about what's next. Music-wise, what your plan is for 2025. Self-development-wise, what's the sticking to the script for you? What's your script?
The next thing, very next thing is going to be, I have a song coming out next month. It's called Lately. I recorded it here at Stockroom Records, so shout out to Stock Boys. Get it done here. So that's going to come out next month. Absolutely fire. It's good. But I don't like putting a lot of my ideas out in the world. It's between me and God. But honestly, I feel good right now. It's a good occasion. I'm getting good gut feelings. Yeah, I Fran Jez honestly inspired me to just be more active on my Instagram, just create more content. We had a long conversation about that stuff, especially after the mics were shut. Like we were just talking just one-on-one. And he was telling me, hey, cold plunge stuff. Like, why don't you do like content like that? So I actually have a video that I'm going to put on Instagram maybe after this.
Hell yeah.
So I'll do that because I have some content.
No time like the present.
Yeah.
Do it.
Besides that, I kind of want to start my own podcast.
Yeah.
Do it.
I'm feeling it. So I do want to get that. Oh, we're in this. We're in this stage.
No, you don't have to.
Okay. What I'm thinking, if I say it, like it's got to happen. So you guys got to hold me to it. Sounds good.
All right.
That works.
It's called Locked In with Gemini Gabe.
That's it. You heard it here first, folks.
I like it.
I like that a lot.
Locked In with Gemini Gabe.
Fire.
Because you gotta stay focused, and I'm gonna just be myself. But we're gonna preach. We're gonna say some good stuff. Make sure everyone's active in their morning, especially on your way to work. Locked In with Gemini Gabe. What are you doing today? I'm also gonna I'll have you guys on it. Nice guest. That would be sick. You guys might need to bring more equipment because I only have probably one mic. Maybe I'll get like one extra one because I have some friends that would be down to be on it.
Oh, you're doing a solo podcast?
Yeah, it was gonna be solo.
You're a wild boy.
How come?
Because you're just a wild boy. But like that's a good thing. That's
good explanation.
Yeah, what did you mean? Like,
why?
Do you think it's harder to do a solo podcast? Or?
Not if you have a big personality and you have stuff to say.
I think you just gotta have a top, like some focus on.
Yeah, if you have, not if you're just going off and ranting about, or just no guidance on the. Because having a conversation with a camera, this is embarrassing. It's not really that embarrassing, but I tried to do it today. I put up the camera and I was just trying to like talk to the camera. And it's like, wow, this would be so much easier to get my message across if I was conversating with other people.
When you first start, it's definitely going to be difficult. I can see that.
But you'll be good.
I think I'll be good. What I might do is I might just start it off and then just talk. And then I'll start it maybe like when I'm just feeling comfortable with the camera. And then I just go from there.
Yeah, and then you can cut it up into little pieces.
Absolutely. There's things that I need to work on. I want to be able to articulate my words, have no ums or in between words. On Fran Jez's podcast, one thing I noticed was I was saying like nonstop, but it was bothering me.
I don't think you said it on this at all.
I've been trying to.
Have you heard a like?
I don't know.
There may have been a few. We can have a counter.
It didn't catch my ear.
I wasn't really paying attention.
So I'm really trying to just focus, not have any blank space. I want to be a good speaker.
Like counter.
I also want to give, not like TED Talks. I said it there. But I want to.
You get a light count. I want
to be like on stage and preaching.
The world is yours, Gabe.
I know.
The world is yours.
There's so much to do.
And that's the exciting part about life.
Yeah.
You wake up and you get another chance at doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
Making more money, connecting with people, doing it all. It's cool.
I love it.
Yeah, but it sounds like you were planning to release that like in the mornings to kind of get like
yes.
That's an interesting approach.
Now we got him fucking liking.
Will's gonna be tuning in.
Yeah, man, because like that's a good idea. Just like catching people in the morning and having your content focused on like what's that stuff to get people pumped up for their day.
Right there.
Yeah. Good morning, gents. Good morning, gents.
You'd be surprised how many times everybody says like.
Dude, it's one of the most weird.
I say it a lot too. It's bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we got to be different here. So I'm really trying not to say
that word.
The L word.
No more L words.
No more L words in here.
Chris.
Yo.
You're looking good, brother.
Thank you, bro.
You are looking
Speaking
good.
of self-development, I know you've been self-developing a little.
I'm working a little bit. I'm working towards a better body. You know, I've been going to the gym. I've been dieting.
Let's
lost 22 pounds.
Nice, man.
I love that. That's
I'm
awesome.
riding the wave, dude. You know,
awesome.
it gets tough at some points, but
it shows though. Like you could see it when you walk into a room. I
feel good. I feel a lot better. Going to the gym is really good for me.
Mm-hmm.
My mental health, honestly, it coincides everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you run at all?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I'm not a big fan of running, and that's even when I was in the military.
I don't think anyone
peak
is.
Fitness. I hated running. Always on the slower side.
Yeah.
I can sprint, and I don't mind sprinting, but I hate sustained runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be.
I don't know how people fucking enjoy it. I don't like it. It's horrible. Whatever.
Yeah.
I like to lift weights. I love lifting. I like, swimming. I like sports.
Swimming's great.
I cannot stand. I don't know how you people are sick. that just put in headphones and run like Forrest Gump.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, where the fuck are you going?
It's relaxing.
People
it's not.
No, I'll be fucking out of breath. I'm fucking dying. I'm sweating. My leg goes numb. I don't know.
You should hop on the jump rope wave.
On the jump.
I have jump ropes right here.
Jump rope is good because it's kind of like sprinting.
Can it like would it hit the ceiling?
Yeah, it's kind of like.
I think we had Teddy jump rope.
I would be really good.
No, we didn't.
I can't copy Teddy.
It's like I don't remember that.
I think I tried to get like someone to see if we could.
You tried to see if he would do it, but he didn't do it.
Teddy was like, "I'm not fucking jump rope."
I like the bike. I do the bike a lot. You know, stationary bike is good. The elliptical.
Yeah.
I like to swim a lot. Swimming is great.
Cycling, dude. You know, I saw a fucking. Today I had a moment in the car. I drive in silence now, and I'm just driving, pondering. And there's a cycler and the whole cycling.
With the whole garb,
all of that. Pulling up next to me. And this dude, like, he like gave me like a, and I was like, yo, this dude is locked in.
Awesome.
Like,
They're like the fucking Hell's Angels.
It kind of
guys.
You ever see them? They're riding in a giant fucking.
Those guys.
Fucking everything up, by the way, on the road. Just destroying the flow of traffic.
Hey.
With the hand signals.
Dude, but they just like,
they're
out.
Wheels and shit.
Yeah, they're out though. They just like tell their wife or whoever
behind a whole squad of them
that they're leaving.
It's like the presidential motorcade. You're in. They're all doing shit, and
you gotta go.
They got the one lead biker in the front.
I look up to those cyclists.
I respect it. I respect any hustle that you got, any hobby, because you're just good at it and you like to do it. Go ahead.
Flow state.
And those are ways to build community too. I know.
Yeah, for real.
That stuff, right?
Yeah, my dad picked up pickleballing or just playing pickleball, and he just built a whole community off it, and he's just been vibing and playing pickleball.
It's amazing.
Yeah, he loves that stuff. My mom's not so good at it, but she'll get there. She'll get there.
You know what's crazy, man? They got like these professional cyclists out there that do this shit, you know? And then you go to the hood and you can find like a crackhead that could dust that motherfucker. Like a 3-year-old's fucking bicycle too. Like the Tour de France, bro. Like
you got crackheads.
And you just think like, yo, with a little bit of motivation, you can fucking be something, dude. Like,
nah, it's like those people who just go to the park and just do like 100 pull-ups. Like
that.
You're like, bro, what the hell?
There's no show. It's not the spandex and the fucking helmet. This dude could get on that 3-year-old bike and dust motherfuckers. And I think that's the craziest thing. It just goes to show you how much hidden talent there is in the world, man.
Yeah. Anything could just...
With the power of crack, you can do anything.
Dude, crackheads have special...
No, they're superhumans, crackheads. They're superhumans. And I'm not condoning the use of crack by any means, but these motherfuckers can fall off of the Empire State Building and get them to... What was that? What are you doing? Where
That's the crack strength.
Dude, it's nuts.
You unlock something.
It's nuts. It's insane. Oh my god.
Yo, Gemini Gabe.
Yes.
Do you have any music or anything that you want to perform for us?
You gotta have something, man. This is the Goodstock Show.
Yeah, I do.
There we go.
Let's go.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
I do. I released a song. When did I release it? A few weeks back, called Baseball Bat. And... yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's where the headphones are at.
Where the fuck's he going?
I don't know.
Guess they grab stuff for the...
I didn't want to interrupt the conversation. I didn't want to interrupt the conversation before, but while we were talking about the cyclist stuff, I had a thought.
Yo, Chris.
I'm just so grateful to be here. Thank you, so grateful.
It's beautiful. This is amazing.
It really came to me. It's just this is truly a blessing. I mean, I never even thought that I can make steps like these, and you guys are giving me that dream.
Yeah. Yes, sir. We're here.
Oh.
What's this song called?
This is called Baseball Bat. Oh, you got one. I didn't even see this.
That's where I ran to.
All right. Yeah.
He got up and just took off.
Well.
Please, I'm literally begging you to just take your pants off. Please.
Confuse the shit out of everybody, but it makes sense now.
You can hold the baseball bat.
Yeah.
Did you play?
Yeah. I still play. I play with my girlfriend. Plays softball still.
Is it rolling?
It's rolling.
The music's rolling. I'm rolling.
I swing! And then I don't do first base. If you were not DDF, why we talking in first place? I pay for your meal, then I drive you home. Sex is the only way that I pay for a first date. If that is not okay, bye-bye, babe. I am a gentleman, but I also have needs. You could have got on your knees. Why you mad at me? You treat little things like catastrophe. I am an X. The way this bitch is multiplies, she's an X. The way I left that bitch to cry. I am not surprised, not surprised. Remember, you cannot surprise a Gemini. I look at you between the eyes, eyes. I can see beyond the lies, so do not lie. I can go between the thighs. Eat it up, pizza pie. Oh my god, why am I so energized? You must think this man is off the white lines, but I do not need coke. I'm naturally coked out, but if you do have snow, I am a snowplow. Oh my god, this is not how mama raised. I must snap out of my misogynist ways. Oh my god, he swung the bat. He breaks and destroys everything in his path. In the past, I called women promiscuous. Please forgive me, I'm so easily influenced. It is extremely hard to be myself after a life of judgment. It has left a scar. I've now realized me myself is the key. Now I see that everyone wants to be like me.
Wow.
Oh, we're not done.
Oh, we're not done.
Oh, we're not done.
What is that? What is this accent? Is this Indian?
What are you doing now? It's just like Jewish. I don't know.
Jewish.
Spent $100 on a beat. Didn't even use it. I hate spending that kind of money. I'm so Jewish. Spent $200 on a dinner for a girl. Never spoke to her again. Thought I get the thong, I was wrong. From now on, I only spend that kind of money on my mom. Got this baseball bat, take a photo. Hit it out the park, call me Juan Soto. I swing. I've been breaking everything, ding. Cause who really gives a fuck about me? Are you sad? Bitch, please. ChatGPT keeping me company. Where were you when I was praying on my knees? Looking up to God, he's the only one I see. Looking at Latinas, that's my cup of tea. Come here, baby, won't you go and have a seat? So please, I'm locked in, somebody take the key in the Grand Prix and I'm going reckless. Do you understand me? Need to reprogram our system failing, shutting down.
Mic drop, dad drop. That's a dad drop.
You gotta be careful, we ran it.
Fucking rock star.
I got a little like 22 Jump Street vibe right there. Slam! Poetry! Yelling! Waving my hands!
Hell yeah!
You're dead! You are dead!
Yo,
You're dead!
You're dead!
You are one of a kind.
That was a show.
That was a show is what that was.
That was a show. No.
I was locked the fuck
I'm gonna bring the Italian out here. That was a show and a half.
That was a show and a half.
All the Italians say that. This is something and a half. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
this guy's a retard and a half. That was a show and a half.
Yeah, that was that's a crazy one, but that was
and a half.
Yeah, you know, you're
that was awesome.
It's always something and a half.
That was awesome. I'm honored to be next to you while you just put on that fucking show to the people. That was sick.
Thank you.
That was nice.
Was it actually you guys like?
Yeah, no,
And we
completely off guard. I'm not gonna lie. That shit fucking came out of left field.
Dude,
You gotta it's a different.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
It's a different level. You just gotta get on it.
Yeah, that was fun to
liked
watch.
That was wild. You entered into a different vortex, a different character right there. Well, your character, but that was cool to watch.
Thank you.
You could just turn it on like that.
How did you do that? Like,
I don't know if this is like, but I've been meaning to ask. Like, yeah, where do your songs come from? Because they're like be mad.
at what point did you start doing that accent and you were like, I'm just gonna make this a song?
Yeah.
Were you sitting there like, da 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 da, or you're like, was it like what happened?
Definitely.
So those lyrics were for a different beat that I had that was more fitting the vibe of that voice, and I did it for this beat, and it just worked. So I took that and just used it. And
You're not answering the question.
what?
What the fuck was going through your mind? Were you just sitting in there in your room like making voices? Like what the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know. It
That's
just
just
fucking-
Out of nowhere, just came out of nowhere.
Inspiration was it?
Yeah. What's the inspiration?
I just thought it sounded good.
There you go.
It did. It did sound good. You're a conduit.
That was wild.
Just let it go through you.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it wouldn't sound good if I'm just didn't have an accent.
No, it sounded good. I
You
like
make it work.
Yeah.
And you know,
I want to know how.
That's how you're gonna make your imprint on the world is keep putting your own shit on it and make it work.
It reminded me of the Eminem song at first.
Yes,
Bagpipes from Baghdad.
So
the
Mariah's wine
Yeah.
all that for lunch.
people had said that to me, and I didn't listen to that song.
Yeah, Relapse.
dude, that's-
It did remind me of Relapse.
That's all day. It reminded me of Bagpipes from Baghdad.
Yeah, that one I don't even know what the fuck I was doing when I made those lyrics.
And the
love
slam
this.
poetry from 22 Jump Street, which is funny.
Slam?
Yeah, poetry. Yelling.
Slam.
I love it.
That's funny.
I love
That's
it.
great.
Yeah.
I have two more questions before we wind down from here.
Okay.
First question. Hey, give us another role play situation. Anything. On the
Me?
spot. You're creative.
All right, Gemini Gabe, you're
Yes.
in India, and you're trying to deviate from your tour routine.
Yeah.
But the tour guide won't let you. Josh, you're the tour guide. Gabe, you're Gabe. We're in India.
Was your tour guide American or?
No, he's Indian. He's very Indian, extremely ethnic.
I can't do that.
You have to do it. No, it's okay. Hey, India, he gets a pass for this. You gotta give passes. I'm fucking.
Are you saying that India gives me a pass?
On behalf of India, I'm reaching out to you as an American brother right now. We're gonna let our brother Josh here rip this right now. All right, Josh, get into character. Gabe and scene. They're not watching this.
I do have some Indians I met there.
Jesus Christ.
But
you could have told us that before we did the Indian role play.
The thing is, though, I took my baseball bat. The picture is me just with some Indian dudes.
Yeah, that caught me off guard. When I saw that,
Awesome.
I was like, what the hell?
I was fucking loving that.
They're awesome people. They're awesome people.
Indians are great. We love the Indians.
We love the Indians.
Okay, this podcast, I don't know where this podcast is going now.
Let's cut that one.
Yeah. Alright, last thing. Gabe, if you were to leave Earth, you're walking away, you had to leave the people with one message. One, hit home for some people, you know? Let them know.
Always be yourself.
Chris, do you have any questions for Gabe?
No.
Will?
I'll talk to you after the pod.
Mark?
Nah, I think it's best to just end it.
Okay. Thank you all for tuning in.
Actually, I have something to say.
Okay.
Gabe.
Yes.
I think you're doing a very good job. And I think that you're making some real strides in your life, in music and outside of music. And I'm very proud of you. And I will leave you with this note. Given how talented you are, how much stuff you have in your arsenal, in your repertoire, if you ever come back to a Goodstock show, open mic, and perform Frank Sinatra again, I will break my foot off in your ass. Good job, and thank you for being here tonight. And that's the bottom line, brother.
Gabe, I concur with that. I am proud of you. You could perform Frank Sinatra as much as you want. I disagree with that. I loved it.
Not when he's so talented. He has his own music that he should be showcasing.
That's true.
New York next.
When you make it to the finals, you have to showcase who you are, what got you here.
That's true.
Not Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra did fuck all for you. You are you because of you. That's a fucking quote.
That's what he told the crowd, too. Yeah.
That's why I said it.
That's beautiful.
Thank you, Chrissy.
Wow. That was very well said. We are very proud of you, and it's a pleasure to watch your journey.
We're here for it.
Let's go.
We're all here for it.
And we're here to support you.
Yeah.
With whatever you need.
Thank you.
So whenever you need help and you're feeling that ADD, losing track of shit, come here because there's 3 more people with ADD that will help you.
That's right.
And then procrastinate with you.
I do appreciate
Yeah.
So,
But something will get done probably.
This being here did start it up. I mean, we started back it up, and that was right out of college when I had first said, all right, this is it. It's Gemini Gabe, and I came here. So you guys really kind of got it going.
Hell yeah.
Started from the bottom.
This is just the beginning, my brother.
It's just the beginning.
This is just the
We
beginning.
got a long road ahead and a very successful road ahead.
Your feet are still on the ground. You haven't even left yet. Wait till you start levitating, man.
Yeah, you're a star too. You're gonna handle it all very well, exceptionally well. And you're Jewish, so you're gonna be smart.
Hell yeah.
We love the Jews. We love the Indians.
Love the Indians.
And we love you. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you for tuning into another episode
You're starting to sound like me, Best of Westchester, right now.
Goodstock Show. Peace and love. Thank you all for coming. All right. That's a wrap.